Hey there, awesome coaches. It is Rachel Feldman. I am extremely pumped to be here with you guys as usual. I want to talk about a program that we are releasing actually on November 19th. It is called the 30-Day Gut Fix. I want to actually just jump right in and show you this program. Before I do that, I've been getting a lot of questions from brand new coaches. Where do I start in my business? I hear about all these signature offers and list building, and I just feel overwhelmed. This is what I want you to think about. I want you to put yourself in your ideal client's shoes, this dream client, and say to yourself, I know that my ideal client struggles with the following problems. I envision myself in this signature business that I'm launching and that I'm so excited to, of course, bring to fruition with all my hard work. I envision myself launching this program, and write this down either on my Work With Me page, in a low-cost group. I envision myself working with somebody, either doing this program as like a higher ticket, kind of higher touch group. There are so many different ways. And so my response to any of you who are really struggling with, do I need to have everything perfect? What if I don't know tech? Where do I start? I really encourage you to look at some very simple platforms. And those platforms can be platforms like teachable.com. It's very easy, of course, to load content in there. One of our favorites is actually Practice Better. We have a lot of our admins and our coach writers who have used this platform forever. And you can launch programs at a fixed date, or you can launch them evergreen. You can also, of course, map them out in there, meaning break the content down as a guide and your videos and your handouts, and map it out and upload your content there so you can give it to your one-on-one clients. Now, the last is, if you are extremely scared and you're like, I don't know if I can even do that, make sure that you just keep it really simple. Back in the day, we would edit all of our content, have the PDF file. Somebody would sign up either through our Acuity and pay for the program, or Eventbrite, and we would send the materials or put the materials in a Facebook group. Keep it simple so that you don't exhaust yourself, and most importantly, fail in your efforts when it has nothing to do with your coaching ability. The last tip before I show you the 30-day gut is, I've had many clients who will go onto Fiverr, or they'll go onto Upwork and find a virtual assistant that costs anywhere between $10 to $15 to set up their program, to edit it, to get it organized into Dropbox. And so make sure that you're getting the support you need if you need that. And without further ado, just want to give you some simple tips. I know there's a lot of coaches out there that have said, I'm just like nervous. And we get it. We totally understand. We've all been in your shoes. So, but I will tell you, where there's a will, there is a way. So let me just grab this so I can share the proper folder, and then we can get right to it. All right, let me show you this program. I'll cover some different messaging that I think would be really great with this program, so that we get a full scope of what it looks like. I am extremely excited for this. I was even talking to some of my admins today, and we were going over how amazing this program came out. Definitely those of you who are working in the gut niche, I think this is a no-brainer. For those of you who also work autoimmune, maybe there's a gut and hormone connection, a gut and skin connection. For those of you who even are adding a next step, maybe you even have the allergy elimination diet as your base, and maybe you have a next step after that, in your one-on-one, I always do programs like this in my one-on-one for my 30-day. Some of you have more high ticket offers, and so you could possibly even use this as a self-paced, as a program that you're launching to kick off the gutsy holiday of New Year's. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with this. And you'll see, for those of you who are even thinking of doing something like this in a course format, you don't even need to break down the guide. You can literally create just your videos based on the content in here and break down the content table even by section, like understanding digestion. And then, of course, going into leaky gut. You will see there is so much great information. I mean, even when I was reading this today and going over it, I was just blown away. And what's really nice for those of you who believe, of course, in like the 4 kind of pillars of gut health and gut restoration, this really showcases those pillars and kind of that 4R approach. So I think it's really neat, of course, to work off of, how to position this and also how to reference maybe your own mentors and people that you have followed, and also what has either worked for you or what has worked for your clients if it wasn't your own health issue. It gives a beautiful step-by-step, and that's what I really love. I am always looking, especially if I'm buying something or if I was making them for my clients, something that really was content rich for them to be able to understand why they're doing it. And also for me to have great content to be able to, of course, give to my client on their first session, handouts on like my second, our in-between week. And then be able to, of course, like blow their mind with all these cool tonics and healing foods. I mean, even when I look at this, I was thinking, oh, wow, that would have been, each one of these topics would have been a live that I did, or even an entire, blog on healing your gut with a video if I didn't want to, of course, include that information. But when I think about creating the pre-marketing around this, there's so much information here that you would never be devoid of any content. I mean, just talking about stress and how it affects gut and how it affects skin. And for me, the biggie is like my energy. I mean, my energy and my sleep go out the window, right? When my gut is not happy. So I absolutely love this. Takes your client week by week. You can, of course, make these into little action steps. And the beauty is that the support emails will also take your client through this program. And you can, of course, personalize them. So we have that. That doesn't even cover the handouts. Let me put my glasses on for this. Even though I'm taking Eye Bright for my eyes, it hasn't gone into full effect yet. So you will see this handout. There's so much information, guys. So much great info right here. Then the weekend fast and a bowel flush, because we don't want our clients to have that impacted stool or constipation, which I found to be one of the #1 problems with my clients. I was like always shocked. Then you have another handout, goes into even more information. And for those of you who are about the food allergy and the sensitivity, I mean, guys, this is a no-brainer as far as having that kind of information at your fingertips, of course, for your client. These didn't even cover the workbooks. So you'll see right here, there's a constipation and poop workbook. We all need this. Talks about moving your body. It's It's really amazing. The stress workbook. There's so much interactive in so much an interactive way that you can do in a group setting. So much that you can do, of course, in an online group. For those of you kicking off a membership, this could even be your founder's bonus, further enhancing the conversion rate of people wanting to get into your membership because they're going to gain access to a program like this. And of course, also, those of you that are working in your one-on-one, I can't tell you for the coaches, myself, how amazing it is to have content that you can, add to that transformational journey with your client, and really being able to showcase to them how amazing this work that you're going to do together and how it goes way beyond food. And that was the element that we really wanted to highlight. And not just because of this current environment that's happening. I mean, highlight it because too often, even when we're in the throes of our gut stuff, it's really hard to pull back and get perspective. And that's, I believe, one of the biggest reasons why we actually hire coaches, or practitioners, or functional medicine practitioners, or doctors. We need somebody to hold the hand through the process. So you have these amazing recipes. We have a vegan and omnivore recipe. You have suggested meals. And then, of course, we have our business materials. 19 powerful immune boosters. This PowerPoint is just stunning. Let's going over the detox. I mean, the covers are stunning. This is stunning. And I know for many of you, whether you're taking your business online or whether you're just stepping into the online space, meaning you're working with people in your one-on-one business, but you're doing workshops, you're doing webinars, you're doing challenges, you have freebies, so that you're attracting people in the online space to come into your ecosystem of your one-on-one offer. That's why when somebody says, wow, I don't really work in the online space, I think, so you're really comfortable getting clients in your local area, which is fine, 100%. I would say if you want to work with anybody past your radius of somebody being willing to drive 10 miles, 15 miles, it's a great way, of course, to expand that possibility of working with additional people by doing things in the online space. Yum. My favorite thing. Just have been eating papayas. On a personal note, eating papayas almost like every day. It's just really been a game changer. And that is why we say food can literally change the game, because it can. Then you have, I just am blown away with these freebies. Also, selfishly, I think the skin and the gut is such a big one. Oops, we have to put the cover on. Sorry. We have to put the cover on that one. I apologize, but let me show you it. You have this stunning. It is so pretty. And then, of course, you have the 5 social media images. You have the 10 warning signs that your gut is a hot mess. It's beautiful. Very easy. And guys, like I said, this will be available tomorrow. We will be going live. I just wanted to give you a sample taste of how mind-blowing this is. Plus, we have all these images on gut. Tons of images on gut that you can use, images on probiotics that you can use, really helping you to build that know, like, and trust factor and get seen as the expert. We also, of course, have these ads, which you don't need to be running Facebook ads to be able to, of course, showcase this on your group in your group as the top banner, or even showcase this, of course, on an event that you create, or even on your sales page if needed. You've got these really great IG sizes. And the thing is, if you want to use them in any other different size, you can easily just go to Canva and resize it. Before we get going, because I told my family I would do some hanging out with them, and wanted to make sure that I'm ready for tomorrow and rested, and take my lemon balm, my zinc, support my body. This can also be used for many of you that are either, and I actually see one of my girls who sells CBD, Tara. This can be for many of you who also have a network marketing company. I know for those of you who are, of course, in, doTERRA, or you're using CBD oil, or you sell collagen, or you sell, hair products or beauty products. I think that it's also a no-brainer when we really look at how programs can bring people into our ecosystem plus keep us there. And one of the most difficult things that I can say in network marketing is to keep people in that ecosystem, to keep them excited, to keep them understanding that there's a lifestyle aspect of this as well, and that they have a community. And I know from people who have enrolled me, who have massive success, they truly set themselves apart. And I can even think of a few people in different industries that had programs that kept people in their community. And it wasn't even just the programs that the network marketing company had. It was really their personalized programs that they would add in their network marketing company. And so that person really saw this as a cohesive lifestyle. Of course, making sure that you are never making a claim ever, 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 no matter what you do, where you do it, because it's the last thing we ever want to do. We're here to just lead the way and show what works. So if you guys have any questions, please let us know. We're here for you. We're so excited. I see this positioned in a bunch of different ways, and I will just end with that. Many of you struggle with speaking about gut. I know that a lot of people, we think, well, everyone's got to know about gut health, but our potential clients know about this, but they don't sometimes know these like fancier words like microbiome and, the gut skin axis and how that affects. So when you think about this program, and you think about, or any program that you get from us, really think about how you can position it with your ideal client's verbiage. And so what I suggest over this next, 2 weeks, to make sure that you really solidify the clear verbiage and marketing, which is really just the verbiage from people's mouth, start asking people questions like, what kind of gut issues have you been experiencing over the last 3 months? What do you know that, 80% of your immune system is located, in your gut? Start to kind of set the stage for your client, knowing that there is this huge connection. 1 is skin and gut. 2 is weight and gut. 3, of course, is food intolerances and gut. 4 would be immune and gut. Did I say that? 5 would be hormones and gut. Another is even blood sugar and gut. There are so many different ways that you can really help your ideal client, a potential client, to understand this big connection, a connection that many of us wish we would have known. And it's probably one of the big reasons we are highly committed and we feel that this is our purpose and it's what fulfills us, is because we've gone down that road of feeling like, WTF, what's happening? Especially if we've been either diagnosed with autoimmune, or maybe you're like me, you've experienced heavy metals, you've had, fungus or candida, or maybe you've dealt with mold. I mean, there's so many different things that you guys, myself, have experienced. And this is really why we are completely dedicated to doing this kind of work. So guys, if you have any questions, drop them below. Somebody's saying, I generally want to add gut health to my practice. Want to make sure you come to yourhealthcoachbiz.com. Drop a question in there, guys. I also created a Start Here page on our site, and it gives you actually some videos on what are the best programs you're going to start for a group for New Year's. What are ways that you can use this in your work with me? If you have any, of course, additional questions, make sure to pop them in there, because on a live Q&A, I always answer questions that come to us. Because if gut's important to you, like it is for me, like it is for my family's health, then this is a great program. And I feel like this is so explanatory that even if you didn't know gut as well as somebody else, that you still would feel really comfortable launching it. And that's what is a big why for us, is making sure that you guys feel that you can launch these programs, and that you don't have to feel massive overwhelm doing it. And so with that being said, guys, a big love to you. Hope you have a great one. It's good seeing you, Tara. All right, guys. Last but not least, one of the things I love about this program is it even reminded me, buy your magnesium oil. I literally ran out last week. I posted this on a story that, you know, Ancient Minerals is one of my favorites. And it was seriously a game changer for so many of my clients, as well as even myself. I can't tell you how many times I forget about some of these essential minerals that are truly imperative for almost every metabolic process. And so if you haven't added magnesium oil, they have an amazing lotion with a lavender. I mean, it couldn't be any sweeter than that. Make sure that you hop on over to Ancient Minerals and grab yourself either the salt bath, the lotion, or the oil. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I will see you later. Take care of your health. Take care of your body. Take care of your business. And I will see you on the flip side. Bye, guys.